Alright. A little bit later than I wanted to again, but we are here now. I'm going to go... share this link around a little bit. Should I annoy my friends about this today? Should I tell them that I'm, like, doing things? I guess I might as well. I also, before I get started, oh yes, before I get started, I should, go and refill my water, because I, already ran out of that, and I'm thirsty today. Ooh, apparently there's another, Artemis 2 broadcast right now, and, if, nobody is here, and if everybody is watching that, that is completely excusable. Alright, I'll BRB for a minute. I'm gonna go refill my water. Also, did I put the wrong date on the thumbnail? I feel like today is not April 13th. Does it say April 13th still? Did I put the wrong date on the thumbnail? Can I, like, fix that? Okay, that does say April 13th. That should definitely say April 6th. That's embarrassing. Good thing that I only let that go for a few minutes before seeing it. Alright, is everything else on? I am on, the game is on, the broadcast appears to be on. I think I'm going to go and take off this starting soon caption, and we can be on our way. Alright. So I was apparently just starting with World 6. I've more or less finished off the first 5. Let's see, how far into this did I get? Okay, so it appears that I only did the first level in here. Should I go back in here and see if I can find the last 2 gems just as a warm-up? I feel like I should do that. Alright. Let's see if I can, So there's not that much here. Do I have, by the way, the cursor that goes off? Neat. Do I have the cursor that goes off when I, get close to a gem? I don't remember if that is what is actually selected or not. Options. Can I switch cursors in-game? I can. Okay, so I do have the pinger. Alright, that's good. So, I've gotten everything else. I'm just looking for gems. And, let's see, I'm just gonna go smashing a bunch of pots. Can I chop this down? I cannot chop that down. That, oh. Alright, where? It's getting closer. Is it behind something? It's behind the chicken. Alright. Thank you very much. That one I can chop down. I don't know if I did that in the last stream, if I already got that or not. Let's see. There doesn't seem to be anything up in the clouds, I say as... Oh, wow, right there. Alright, so I guess it is up in the clouds. So that is that is gonna serve as my warm-up. We finished off 6-1, and I think I'm gonna go 6-2 now. And let's see, are we still on the beach? We're still in the lighthouses. Very nice. So we've got 20 things to find. Wow. All right, that is a rubber duck. All right, I consider myself a bit of a specialist in those. Let's start over here. So inside a container, that's currency. Can I eat the cake? I will take that cake. Let's see, we've got one of these fish trap things and some dogs playing and a turtle under the water. There's probably a cutaway section in here, isn't there? I'd be surprised if there wasn't. Although I don't see any obvious thing that looks like I can click on a cutaway section. Is this the duck? That's the duck. Alright, so very on brand. The duck was the first thing I found in this one. Money, cabbage, apple. I guess that's the mascot cat. We've got a cat and a beret. There really are a lot of cats to choose from. Anything in the garbage? Oh, okay, that was an apple core. Any other, like, swan signets? This hand thing with the eye? Interesting. If I, like, don't click exactly on one of the icons, I can't, move the search targets list side to side. Is that a gem? That's a gem. Let's go and grab that. Eat the ramen. Or the takeout noodles, anyway. Is there a cutaway in here? Alright, that's the cat. Is there anything else in here? Okay, that was a gem. I couldn't tell exactly what that was. Anger the seagull. Let's see, does this move? That moves. Found a couple of gems so far, not so many search targets. Is there anything in the box there? Eye cup. That's the universal, elementary school playground experience. I feel like there's got to be something on one of these tables that I'm supposed to find. Is there a, food types? One of those seashell things? No, there's just a lot of food. And some orange juice. Alright. For some reason, I keep feeling like this juice cup is going to be one of them, but it's not. At least not in this level. Oh, here's a bag with a star on it. And some kind of world map. Interact with 22 types of houseplant. Alright. This one looks... Not entirely sure what that's supposed to be. Pilea peperomoides comes to mind, but... I'm not sure if they're all, like, labeled. I guess I can, like... unpack the Flash executable and see if... Alright, I thought there was a banana. And see if they're, like, named the assets or not. But I don't know if I feel like going to that much effort. I feel like I've probably found all there is on top of the fishing dock, because there's quite a few things that I've found up there so far. Blue slime with a bee on it? That seems like something that should stand out. Actually, the fishing dock is like most of the level. Also, I found a lot of gems at the beginning, but not really that many since. Thank you. Alright, there's one of the blue slimes. So are they going to be in things? Is that going to be... Are they going to have like a universal gimmick? Nothing in the birdhouse. There's the fire flower. I should probably start checking the canopies of trees for gems, shouldn't I? Because that often happens. Why is the swan quacking? That feels wrong. Garbage can. I saw this shake. That's not something that I need, apparently. Alright, that's a cabbage. Why is there a cat with a bird mask? That feels wrong. Alright, I didn't even realize that was one of them. Alright. What about... Alright, that's another banana. There's some garbage cans over here. Hello. I'll take that. Why are those, like, spring-powered horsey things growling at me? It's not something they usually do, is it? Admittedly, I haven't been on one in about 25 years, but... let's look inside. Okay, there's the hand. I need a lamp. I feel like the lamp is going to be inside. That's a telephone, not a lamp. Anything in the vending machine? No? Okay, that's the seashell. Where haven't I been yet? Where would this, like, rusty screw thing even be? Why is the pool noodle growling at me? That's not a noise that pool noodles make, at least not if you're using them right. It's maybe the noise that your friends make when you blast them with water. Nothing in there. It's another type of houseplant. Why is there, like, a poster of that hand thing on the wall? We've got a very rotund squirrel eating various snack foods. Anything behind here? There's that. I guess inside these houses, I don't think I've looked in here yet. Oh. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Now I want ramen. There's a, I haven't found the cat in the beret yet. That looks like you. Alright, I'm gonna knock you off there. It's a very persistent problem I have with doing Let's Plays, where whenever there's food shown on screen, I immediately want some. And then that's all I can think about for, like, the next hour. I see a sparkly. Let's see. There's a couple different pictures on the walls. There's 2 cards in here, by the way, and I found neither of them. Alright, that's money. In the safe? No, nothing in the safe, really? A little surprised at that. Cuneiform tablets. More houseplants. What about... like... This vending machine feels like the sort of place where I would expect a card to be hidden. But I haven't seen a card yet. That's the ruler. Is the lamp gonna be in one of these? The lamp's gotta be in a house, right? But I think I've opened all the houses and I haven't seen the lamp yet. I also need 1 banana and 2 of the slimes, and the 1 slime was inside a clamshell. And I don't know if I should be looking... Oh, alright. Behind something there. Can I go behind any of these things? I saw that sparkly. There's a rocket ship, space shuttle. We've definitely got a couple of those in the news. Oh, there's a banana. I feel like the lamp shouldn't be that hard to find. Alright, there's another gem in there. I feel like the lamp shouldn't be that hard to find. There's a couple more cats with those weird masks on. The sound effects in this game are so satisfying. I have not found either of the cards yet. There is a box with, like, nails sticking out of them there. But no screws. There's a very, Super Paper Mario World 7-esque, painting of a flower there. No, that's not it. That's facing the other way. And we can't go in here, right? No. Is there anything else underneath the boardwalk? Oh? That's toilet paper. There we go. Alright, I didn't realize that we were already... Hello! I didn't realize that we were already down to the last 3 gems. seem to be anything behind this one. Also, I think I can switch my my cursor like mid-level. So, final 3 gems, gems sparkle more often, last 3 keys. Oh, in hard mode. That is a hard mode thing, isn't it? So I can, if I want to find cards, I can switch to that cursor. The watermelon or whatever. I'll stick on this one for a bit. I am 10 minutes into this level. I think when I get to maybe 14 or 15 or so, I'll start using hints. If I can't find any more on my own. Okay. Seems to be going off in this direction. Or in this direction? Lower? Here? Oh, I see it. Just one more of those. By the way, Matthias Acuna, if you see any objects of interest, feel free to shout them out. Alright, that was not a gem. I wasn't sure if that was a gem or not. There's a bit of a... There's a bit of fun to be had in making this like a group project of sorts. Alright, so you guys don't move. I wasn't sure if you were going to move out of the way. Where is the lamp? A lamp can't be that hard to find. I feel like that's, little radio there. I feel like the lamp should be one of the easier ones to find. Oh, okay. Oh, here it is. Alright. There's another one of those cuneiform tablets. Well, we've got all of the shinies then, and in that case, I guess I will switch over to the card detector. But this is starting to annoy me. Where's the lamp? That's a lamp. It's not the lamp. Oh, here it is. Wow. Alright. That was like the first house I opened, too. The screw... I feel like the screw is going to be the needle in the haystack that's really hard to find. The slime... It's probably going to boil down to, if I think, to click on something that's obscuring it. I guess I'll start using hints. Alright. Top half of the level. Does that mean... Okay, the card pinger went off. Is it, like, on the table somewhere? Boink. Okay, it's behind that mask. Interesting. That is a seagull. Master Scavenger. Guard your chip sandwiches and pet hamsters. Top half of the level. So, does that mean, like... probably above this second line of houses or so? I keep going to that one, but that's definitely not the right one. Are there any trees I can chop down in this level? I haven't seen any trees that look like they can be chopped down in this level. Is the second card going to be also like the first, like it's behind a poster or something? What other posters are there that can be knocked down? Or containers, for that matter. Top half of the level. That's just a stick, right? Yeah, that's just part of the tree. Oh, I see. Alright, so there's a Natalie art in the cobweb there. Alright. So that's the second one of those. And I don't think that's going... I don't think the cursor is going to help me find any of the last, the last things. I don't think there's a cursor that's for objects. Should I use a second hint? Out in the open. That almost makes it worse. Because I'm like... What very obvious thing am I missing? Out in the open. I don't suppose it can be like on top of a... on top of the roof or on top of a tree or in a tree. Oh, there it is. Alright. So as for the last slime, I think it's time to ask for help for this one. The left-hand side of this area. Okay. Is it going to be in something? It is going to be in something. So what openable thing have I not clicked on yet? Inside or behind another object? Or, I guess, an object that can be, like, pushed out of the way? The left side of the object. So probably west of this little street here. What things have I not found yet? What movable things have I not, like, clicked on yet? This doesn't move, does it? Not that. That umbrella was where the second one was. I feel like this door should open. Anything in this house? 18 minutes. Should I just surrender? I'll give it a little longer. I don't want to spend too long here, though. Printer noises. Nothing in those drawers. Alright, I guess I'll just surrender. It is... Oh, I can move the manhole covers? That's good to know for future levels, I guess. Alright. So, let's go and head out to the next level, and this is gonna be 6-3. Alright. Are there fewer things to find in this one? Oh, it's a spot the difference. Okay. Wonderful. These are either always really good or really bad. Let's see. So that's different. See that one straight away. The sword is the same. Stuff under this tree is the same. What about the food being had on this picnic table? This looks all the same. What did I click on? Oh, there was a... I wasn't even looking at the second one there. I was just trying to, like, click and drag the screen. That is currency. Thank you. Dog, tennis ball, some rocks under the trees here. There's a mouse. Picnic basket. There's currency in the picnic basket. This is a chicken versus a duck. This guy has a different color. Random juice box. Let's see. What is this dog toy thing you're playing with? Wait, really? Card here? Oh. down there. I hear a thunderclaps. This sign is pointing the opposite way, perpendicular to the other one. I think this is all the same. I think this is all the same. Animals in the trees, these are the same, I think. I've got some, like, ancient ruins going on here. I haven't really zoomed out and looked at the whole thing yet. What about... Alright, there's currency, thank you. Oh, I should probably might as well switch my cursor back to the other one. Because I have found the one card in this level now. There's a dog on one screen and not on the other, so that's one. Currency. Got about half of the level covered so far, I think. What are you doing out there, sir? Squirrel is different. I can anger you just for fun. So there's money in there. What about over, in the middle? I thought the radio was different for a moment, but no. There's a tree. There's a tree in one and not the other. The ones that are like an object that are there in one screen and not in the other is sometimes the harder ones, I've noticed. Those tend to be the ones that I miss for longer periods of time. Wait. Oh, this one was like 5 pi over 6, and this is like 2/3 pi. I think the rest of the food is the same. Am I really down to the last 3 gems already? Here. Just one more gem. Wow. Anything inside? I don't think I've looked inside yet. That is an ocarina. Alright, so that is a different small fluffy creature. Are there any other interiors to look in? It doesn't look like there are. Just need 2 more. Plants look the same. Is there a platypus? There is not a platypus in the one. Alright, I just need 1 more. I'm not sure where the last difference is going to be. I feel like I've covered the map pretty evenly. So there's probably a good chance that I missed one somewhere else. Trying to look at like every one of the individual plants and see if there's like one that's missing on some screen or the other or something like that. Because I have a feeling that's what the last hidden object is going to be, the last difference is going to be. Alright, there's a gem. Is that the last gem? That's the last gem. Is there nothing else in this corner? There's the banana. There's the bug. There's 2 birds. There's the pheasant thingy. There's the loop. Alright, that can't be moved out of the way. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a couple minutes on this last one, aren't I? Did I look down here? The pizza was down here. Got some parsnips. I think those are supposed to be parsnips. Or they could just be like whitish carrots, because those do exist. Bird is the same, the interim is the same. What about in the middle over here? Avocado half is the same. Oh, okay, that was an accident. So I'll take it. Let's hit the next level. That's, I think, all there is to find in the first one. This level was actually the first one I designed. It's based on an old ruin I used to visit a lot when I was younger. Popular picnic spot. Level design is something that ended up taking way longer than we expected because we got a bit ambitious with the amount of content and details we wanted to add. Originally, Matt wanted to be the main level designer, but he barely managed to make half of his SeaWorld before he realized the magnitude of the task. It wasn't too bad at first, but once we decided on multiple different difficulty options, collectible gems and simple puzzles, their workload increased substantially. Anna started playing around with our level editor, and it turned out she was really good at it, and the level design became another big part of her job. I gave it a try as well, and even Lance made a few levels, though he hasn't followed the style guide we agreed on. Oh, is he the one who's in charge of the weird ones? But we finally settled into a good pace, and I think we've somehow managed to tie everything together nicely. Alright, so that was 6-3. Let's go and head into 6-4. This is usually where the halfway point in the level is where they start to get a little bigger. 17 things to find, 17 gems, and 1 card. Alright. This kind of reminds me of one of the World 1 ones with all the cannons and whatnot. So that one didn't reveal anything. Is there a dog in a beret? There's a target? No. Not a dog in a beret. There's a triple-decker bus. Or a double-decker bus, anyway. Couple of, wild fantasy weapons. I saw a shiny there. I saw another shiny there. Is that one of them? That is not one of them. We've got, what's this? The Seraphim Staff from, various EBF games. Can I chop down any trees? Should I do that first off? There's that gold stuff. I can't remember what that one's called. I think someone told me in a previous stream. No other, like, character animals to find now. There's an American football over there. Ah, yes, medieval music. Okay, that was one of them. Just clicking on all the weapons now, hoping that it'll be a target. That is such a nice sound. Is that one of them? That was one of them. Thank you. Oh yes, I can't like anger the character animals, but I can like make them explode. Got various card suits up there. Before I go inside, that halberd thing isn't one of them. Before I go inside, should I look around outside a little more? That's a star. Thank you. This is not one of the weapons I want, I think. Okay, I see a heart-shaped currency in there. Did I go and, like, spend all my money in at the end of the last stream? I don't remember if I did or not. Alright, I guess it's time to start looking inside. That's a bus. That's a gem. That's an ocarina. I need an axe. Beaver, different beaver. Paint roller, that's one of them. Can I only cut away this this side? I guess so. Alright, there's another heart-shaped gem hiding in the pink trees. Which, it is about that time of year, cherry blossom season. Compass? No compass in this one. I need, what is that? Is that soap? Is that like a gold bar? I don't know what that is. Take that. Alright, there's a goldfish in a bag there. What is this? Is that like a rainbow? I don't know what kind of fruit that's supposed to be. Next to the pumpkin. Some dogs cosplaying as royalty. There's that potato thing. In this house... Is that a Scottish flag? Alright, there's the card. Plague Eye. That was an arcade monster in EBF, EBF 5, right? That's not openable. What about in here? Pitchfork? No pitchfork. It doesn't look like there's anything in that one. There's a gem over there. We are almost down to the final 3 gems, and I still have a lot of targets to go. Kind of lopsided there. That's a gem. Oh, here's a choppable one. Alright, beaver. Goodbye, dog. Are there any other choppable ones? This one's choppable. Alright, Sarah's staff. There's a gem. I hear it. It can't be too far away. It's probably behind one of these, isn't it? Oh, here it is, behind there. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. That's a, like a stone from the fortifications. Those are gonna be hard. Like... that one. There's another one. I'm looking around the walls. That's one of the swords. What about the, I can't go in the roof, can I? No, just this, tower thing. I feel like the clouds might not be a bad place to hide a baseball, or in a bird's nest. Alright, we can hide the baseball in there, too. The baseball bat is over here. We can fill in our own narrative for how those two things ended up where they were. Nothing in that wheelbarrow. I did hear a pinging. Somewhere around here. There's just one left. Is there a Pearl cosplaying as part of the cloud or something? In there? Alright. Last one of those. And I just need 3 quest targets. 3, search targets. The bricks could be almost anywhere around the wall. I feel like that's gonna... Alright, there we go. I was gonna say, I feel like I should just leave that one. Oh, I thought that was a gem that I didn't pick up, but no. But I guess I can find the last brick pretty easily. What about the, like, seat thingy? Is that it? That's the seat thingy, okay. And now we just need a scimitar. I'm looking for, like, collections of weapons, but it really could be almost anywhere, because a lot of the weapons are just, like, so low. This one's only taken 7 minutes so far, though, which is pretty fast. Is that? Alright, that is it. So that was the last one. And we can head on to the next level now. Let's see. World 6 is going fast. 6-5, the Arena of Giants. Golems. Okay, so it's another spot the difference. This one has 12 targets, 12 gems, and 1 card. Let's see, let me start in the corner. That'd be easier. There's a key with bird and a chicken. Alright, that one's real easy. Bird here on a triangle, and no bird. There's money. Money, please. This looks all the same. This looks all the same. The sheep are facing the same way. You have a different headdress. Ooh, that's Temple of Godcat music. Let's go back to that one. There we go. Is that a card? That is not a card. That's just a piece of paper with holes punched in it? Alright. These guys... I think this is all the same. Various stone idols. This is facing the different way. Somebody fell off the hinge, it looks like. Is that money? No, that's her toe. Compass, that's money. This is the same, and I've been down that way before. Oh, you have a different neck. Hilarious. I see a shiny there. He's just like leaving their soda and their spray paint out around Stonehenge. That's money. Seems like the National Park Service, or whatever the UK's equivalent to that would be, wouldn't be very happy about that. Is that a card? I guess that is a card. Okay, so that's art of a golem. This looks the same. It's not like one of those is longer than the other or anything. Wait, what's different there? Oh, your legs. Okay. Horsing around, interact with 10 different types of horse. Interesting. Okay. I definitely did not see that your legs were different there. Up here, there's a baseball in the nest versus just an egg. Okay, thanks. I'll take that. I forgot that the bushes do that. Different dog. I think everything about this golem and everything is the same. There's money in the grass over there. There's money in the pot over there. Like, this dog is the same. Thank you. I'm pretty behind on the search targets again in this one. Can I, like, move the stones out of the way? Am I gonna reveal different objects if I move these stones? Alright, you're a big sheep and a little sheep. Alright, I'm gonna take that one. Okay, so you're pinging off there. What, in that case... Not doing so great with the actual search targets. There's been a couple that have been animals that are different sizes. Is that going to be a running theme in this one? Animals that are just different sizes? Classic golem sound. like trees that are different sizes or something like that. What about any of these stones are different? Because sometimes that happens. Not too often, but sometimes. Not seeing any stones that are different. Patches of grass that are different. Now we're really kind of stretching it. If that's the case, I'm just going to spam click because I don't feel like counting individual blades of grass. But it doesn't look like there is. I might actually have to use, like, a lot of hints in this one, because I'm not seeing, much. There's, like, a gap in the circles around here. Oh, different weapon. Okay, so sometimes searching for, like, parts of the map where you don't see any circles does actually help. Such as, is there anything, there's like no circles around here. Any important differences? No. Don't think so. There's also nothing, no circles so far in the middle here. Like the coloring on the dog's feet are the same. Coloring on you guys are the same. Got a little slingshot. Treasure is the same. Alright, I guess it's hint time. So we'll start with eastern direction and visible outside somewhere. So this half of the level, we'll start with that. Perhaps we already made you guys jump. I think there was treasure behind you, but no objects. These bunnies are the same. Eastern half I'll define as like east of the golem in the middle there. I think I checked this one already, didn't I? I think there was money there. Nibble. Oh, there's a grass that isn't there. See, those are sometimes the harder ones to find. Last one, bottom half, and out in the open. Is this going to be another object where there's something in one screen and not in the other? This. Okay. So that's that. There is one more gem, which I haven't found yet. And I guess I'll just scan over the level. Alright, over here. Is it behind one of these trees? It's right there. Okay. Nice. So, hi Drago. I see you've already finished most of my levels. Would you like a little souvenir from this world? A souvenir? If you want to make it rain in every level, type in splish sploosh, splish splosh on the main menu. And if you want to add a bit of fog too, then it's British climate. Obviously. No idea. You are the one who did it. Alright. I know that there's a whole list of commands that you can type in. Invisible commands that you can type in, and it'll make things happen. I haven't done any of them yet. But I guess, more importantly, you can turn those settings off by typing meow or restarting the game. British climate, cheat code activated. So let's see what effect that has. Although, before I forget, I think there have been a couple of achievements that I could be able to claim. So it's that one, and any others? That's it for now. Should I go and use some of my currency? Let's see, where am I on completion, by the way? So we're halfway, a little less than halfway, on the collectibles. What are there? 12 worlds in the game, and I'm most of the way through 6. I've got all those. I've got all the filters. It's just the mascots that I really haven't unlocked yet. Let's go and unlock some of these guys. Ninja Cat, Monocle Cat. What do you even, like, looks like you fell off a building, cat. Alright, that's a little Triforce bicolored. You got a beret. Dog. Alright, so now we're getting into the non-cat mascots. Are they all cats or dogs, or are there some that are like other animals too? It looks like mostly cats and dogs. Alright, so let's go 6-6. There's 30 targets in this one. That's a lot. We're gonna see how long this takes. This is probably gonna take a little bit longer. This is gonna be getting down to the end of this one. Alright, end of this world. Broccoli? No, not a target, just edible. I'm not even like... I should at least look through these so I've got some general idea. There's a deer. There's one of those ash bush things. Badminton racket. I have an idea where I might find a badminton racket. No? No, like, sports court? Interesting. Got a drink out of the vending machine. Let's see. There's also a bluebird. The birds are usually, like, on top of things, right? Was the umbrella one? The umbrella was one. If I knock this over, is the truck one? The dowsing stick? No. Anything behind that tree? No? Alright. Is there anything inside here? There's nothing inside that? Huh. Alright, I can anger you, and I see that that thing is part of you, apparently. Okay, that was one of them. Nothing underneath you. Oh, we've got, like, crop circles here and a UFO thing. Pearl on the edge of one of the, couple pearls here. Couple pearls here. Let's see. Banana wasn't one in this level, right? Got like a... I don't know if that's a... like PS2 Slim or if that's just like a modem or something. I see a sparkly under there. Seagulls fighting over French fries or crisps as we call them in the UK. Why are there like bronze statues of just cat paws? Let's look in here. Dial-up sounds. Can I crack that? Oh, I see something shaking here. Alright, that's currency. I haven't found too many of the targets yet. Although, to be fair, I don't really know what they look like still. Alright, there's a card in there. That's 1 out of 2. I'll take that. Lance. Got a nice diagram of the solar system there. Not sure if those planets are in the right order, but it's cool all the same. Chili peppers. Oh, here's the modem thing. Although it didn't make a noise. Maybe it is. It didn't make like dial-up noises, so maybe it is a PS2 Slim or something like that. That was not a card. I thought that was going to be a card. Any drinks that are targets? No. Pearl in the cloud. I guess I'll look up here in the clouds. Alright, all dogs go to heaven. There's a beehive behind there. That's one of them. No bluebird yet. Squirrel sitting on a squirrel statue. They open. Oh, there's the bluebird, and they open and close their eyes when you click on them. Adorable. Is the broom? All right, that broom. You feeling okay, buddy? What is that? Skull was one of them, apparently. Is that toast? That's toast. The hints regenerated already after all the ones I used in the last level? Didn't feel like that long. Is that a gem? That's a gem. What is that? I don't want to use hints yet. Alright, that's one of those demon bush things. Ash bushes, whatever I called them. If I chop this one down, that's a deer. What was that? I knocked something. That was probably a squirrel. Inside the greenhouse, there's a shiny. There's a cat splooting. The cat splooting shouldn't be that hard to find. I feel like that should be pretty obvious. Haven't looked in here yet. There's a card. That's the second one of the cards. Chonker. Once a regular pigeon, but he ate too much and took on a bulbous form. Probably a new species at this point. I love those item descriptions. Oh, badminton racket. Still quite a few to find. Floppy disk. Can I find the floppy disk, like, inside, like one of the offices over here? Where was it? Oh, it was in this house. Can I find the floppy disk in there? In the pizza box? No. What about in here? I haven't actually looked in here yet. Is there anything in here? Oh, well, there's that. Another Scottish flag. There's like a pillar? One of those sign pillar things? Like, road name pillar things? Alright, shears. Didn't really expect one of those to be a target, but alright. No floppy still, though. That one's making dial-up noises. Alright, there's the floppy. What about the goldfish in a bag? That seems like, alright, so tiny shovel. The goldfish in a bag seems like something that I would find inside. The backpack. And also 5 leaves. So there's 1 leaf there. I guess they're just going to be out like that. There's 1 leaf there. Should I go on a hunt specifically for leaves at this point? Xbox Series console. Interact with 18 types of gaming console. Alright. That's another achievement we can grab. Any other interiors? I think that's the last of the interiors. Different letter, okay. Is that the slingshot? That's the slingshot. The slingshot. Okay, what is that? Is that a stopwatch? I think that's a stopwatch. Any other containers I can open? Frog-shaped garbage can. I like those garbage cans. Can I get one of those in real life? Oh, that counts as an interior. What did I click on? Oh, it's a bone thing. Like a fossil of a bone. Hello. Just gonna eat your carrot. Did I look in here yet? You're not a target. I see you shaking. Okay, so that's a letter. And I see that sparkly. There's another, or a choppable thing. Nothing behind that choppable thing. Alright, so I'm noticing that earlier in the game, usually behind things that move or behind choppable things, you would always find something. It's like the game was training you to look for those. But now, later in the game, I'm seeing less things behind those types of objects. Where am I gonna find a ladybug in this level? I've also still only found 2 leaves. I would have expected that I could find at least like 2 or 3 of them fairly easily, but not yet. The first 2 are just on the ground. And not like too close to the houses or anything. No crops that are search targets in this one. Okay, so the picnic basket, there's that. Why are there just like throwing stars randomly scattered around? Guys, I'm very careful about where you throw those. Alright, so I see 2 shinies right there. That doesn't move. Oh, look, donut. Anything in the chimneys? No. I meant to eat that. What about the goldfish in the bag? Because that's also not one that should be too hard to find, you would think. And the splooting cat? I haven't really been on the lookout for the splooting cat. Unless that one's behind something. This is definitely one of the larger levels. I think my favorite one so far has still been the, alright, final 3 gems. My favorite level so far has still been the rock concert. That was pretty cool. The wood idols don't... I can't make them go away, right? I can't make them jump, there's nothing hidden behind them. Don't ask me why that's funny. I am not doing great in this level. Usually I can narrow it down to a couple of items that I'm missing, but here I'm still looking for 9. Alright. What direction? It's pretty close. I already checked in there. Colder? Is it gonna be like hidden in the stained glass? Hidden under one of the pews? Not behind someone, surely. Oh, these move. Okay. Or that one moves anyway. Am I gonna have to try to move all of them? No? Interesting. I remember in one of the other levels there were sewer grates that came away. It's time to start thinking about those. Alright, that's a goldfish in the sewer. Very Finding Nemo. Still need 8 though. Where would a ladybug be? A ladybug would probably be out in the wilderness a little bit more, wouldn't it? Although not. Last gem? Here. Alright, last gem. Pretending to be a leaf. Yeah, alright, so we found all the gems, but there's still 8 targets to go, which is like a wild asymmetry. Alright, 7 targets to go. That's that one sign post. What about this owl thing? This backpack. How about... I could see the backpack being inside. But I don't see a backpack, so maybe not. I also still don't see the splooting cat. Chat, do you see like any of these targets? Because I'm not really doing great with these for whatever reason. Right, there's a frog. Should I check all the water containers? I've been clicking on them when I see them, but oh, here's the backpack. All right, in the playground. Is the owl one of the statues? I feel like the owl might be one of these, like, wood carving statue things. It's got that color to it. Mushroom, cat with a thing on its head, another cat. There we go. All right, that's the owl. So we're getting there. Leaves, ladybug, and just cat. At this point, I feel like the cat has to be behind something that I haven't uncovered yet. Because there's no way that I would just, like, not have seen it by now. But I'm running out of ideas for things that can be uncovered. Is that a coconut? I think that's a coconut. Somebody just left a coconut out. Well, we're coming up on 20 minutes, so I guess I will start using hints. Middle of the level and visible from the sky. Middle of the level I take to mean somewhere, perhaps on this town inhabited area. Maybe one of the... Is it disguised as something like this? Disguised as a red flower or something like that? In levels like this, middle of the level encompasses quite a lot of space. Really, all the directional ones encompass quite a lot of space. Just for the sake of having fewer distractions. Wait, is that it? That is it. Alright, on top of the light there. Where's the rest of the leaves? So the first two, there's one there and one there. It would make sense for another one of the oak leaves to be like around here. Maybe back here by the graveyard, but I don't see an oak leaf. And the first two were out in the open, so I'm guessing that these won't be hidden. They're gonna be in a tree. Oh my god, wow, there were a lot in that one, and that was also worth an achievement, apparently. Owl doesn't want to leave. I just did that because maybe if I like shake them around a little bit, I'll see an oak leaf in the tree, but it doesn't seem that that worked. Oh, there's one. When EBF 6 comes out, yeah, whenever that happens, if I'm still alive by that time. I would not count on that happening anytime soon, though. I don't think the leaves are going to be inside. Oh, here's one. Alright, so I just need one more. Mutagenics? Maybe. Well, alright, I don't see the cat, so let's see. In the western direction, and you are visible from the sky. So not inside something. Where on earth? Oh, you know what? That's what you are. I thought you were a dog. Okay, I went past that one a bunch. I thought that was a dog. And the last leaf, right-hand side, behind something that moves. Okay, so... behind... Goodbye. Not that one, because I think I did that one already, and... What else moves on this side of the map? You move, but you don't have a leaf behind you. Also, moving isn't the same as... like, opening something, so that wouldn't be, like, gates. Wondering if the 2D map editor has height maps. I don't know if you could, like, use it like that effectively, but it doesn't, I haven't, like, gone out of my way to add anything like that. Or do you mean exporting a height map? Because, you should be able to do that. I haven't, like, gone out of my way to make it, like, work with StarCraft maps or anything like that, though, so your mileage may vary. It did say on the right side, right? On the eastern side. What else moves on the eastern side? I don't think any of these, like, gravestone things would move, would they? That would be weird. I'm pretty sure I've already, like, pushed away all the, like, rolling cart things that I can see. Very round frog in the sewer. Amusing, but not what I'm looking for. Has it been 25 minutes? Should I just use the last hint? Oh, there's a choppable tree. Alright, of course. That's why I try to look for the choppable trees first, because if there's something left behind them that I need, it'll take me a really long time to find them. I'd love to buy a cute little cottage in a town like this, far away from the busyness of the city. I think that would be really nice. As long as they still have good internet, and supermarkets, and next day delivery. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just a silly dream, though. I like the idea too. It might take some adjusting, but I'd love to try living somewhere totally different like that. But we would need this game to be a success first, or the next game. Those countryside homes ain't cheap. So, go tell your friends to buy this game. I already have done that, actually. In fact, I think some of them might be getting a little annoyed from hearing from me about that. Let me see. Okay, so this is going to be another way zoomed out one. I can't even fit this entire one in the screen at once. All right, so the final boss map of World 6. There was a hot air balloon level earlier, like World 2 or something like that. Are you one of them? You are one of them. There was a hot air balloon way earlier in like World 2 or something like that, and that was pretty fun. We've got to find another Seraphim staff, Seraph staff, whatever. Should I look for the obvious things? Can I, Okay, so this faded out section back there does still count. Found a snake, found a beaver. Found an alien. Looks like you took quite a fall there. I need to scroll sideways. So no, like, stacked items. Nothing that's like, find 5 of these. Okay, that was a smashable. Tetramino. Eye pendant thing. Alright, there's a Seraph staff. You can just grab that one real fast. There's a couple of birds. Another cat that looks like it's hanging off something. Are there gonna be, let's grab that. Is there gonna be a, another cat hanging from a hot air balloon? Lots of emotive designs on there. Hourglass? Hourglass is not one of them. I like this music better. Let's go with that one. Squirrel with a sausage. The sausage is one of them, apparently. I see you there. Another oak leaf. You are not a search target in this one. These blue shards are gonna confuse me so badly when it comes to finding the shinies. Alright, that's one of the pigeons. These blue shards are gonna confuse me so badly because they look like shinies, but they're not. Alright, there's another one of the gems, shinies, as I've been calling them. The other level had a lot of gems hidden in the clouds. Should I look there? Should I look in the clouds again first before I go anywhere else? That's one. Which I definitely missed clicking on. Oh, I see there's a card. Alright, take that. Alright, so that's some fan service. Is that one of the poster thingies with the rips in it? That was. Crisp's bag, or Chip's bag. Stabby thing. Someone told me what that was and I can't remember. We're looking for a block with the knots that points west. So not like this one. And I think I saw one more somewhere else that was apparently not it. Thank you. That was the map. That's a genuine shiny. These guys don't seem to do anything. Yeah, this is a block that points south. Is that a mushroom? That's a super mushroom. Thank you. Platypus. Sword and a stone. An RTS map. Yeah, you could take the map that it generates and use it for whatever you want, but I haven't like specifically gone out of my way to make it work with a particular type of game. I have just like played around with it on my own, largely just for my own enjoyment, because long story short, I had plans to make a game where a height map terrain would actually be like an important part of it, but currently nothing that I'm actually working on does use that, so that's probably going to be some time off before I put any more thought into that. There is a shiny in the clouds. And, alright, there was nothing down there. Sometimes these blocks have things inside them, but sometimes they don't. Was that one? That was one. What's left? So we're down. We don't need to scroll anymore. We can just see the full list of targets. Thank you. Which means I should probably start paying attention. Is that the bottle? That's the bottle. Camera, dog bone. Camera. All right. So I was just gonna say, look by signs of inhabitants for the camera. All right. So you are. All right. Here's one of the blocks. So you are just using this for your own projects, just trying to slot it, not trying to slot it into another one. That's probably going to be easier because you can like work around what it gives you instead of trying to find a way to meet the specifications. Let me know what you do decide to do with it, because I'm always interested to see if people do something with these projects that I make that aren't like what I had in mind when I started. There's a lizard. The lizard's got to be like on a rock or something, right? That would make sense. Then again, most of the surface of this level is rock, so that doesn't really mean much. I also haven't found this cat hanging off the side of a balloon yet, so maybe it's, I don't know, hanging off one of the hinges or something. Let me smash that. Nothing in there. Or for that matter, the cat could be, I think that's a shiny. The cat could be just hanging off the side of one of these little floating islands. I hear, is it in the mailbox? It is in the mailbox. That was the other cat, okay. Oh, here you are. Blending into the roots there. Thinking you're clever. What about the dog bone? Where's an area of the map where dogs are hanging out? Alright, there's a gem on there. Where's an area of the map where dogs are hanging out? In, like, maybe in the balloons? That is a bone. It is not oriented the correct way. Then again, there could also be some like environmental storytelling where like there's the dog bone like below a balloon in one of the floating islands or something, like you dropped it. There's because there's been some of that in this game. There's a white dove, which is probably perched on something. Should I look on a cloud? Is that you? That is you. Okay. Is that a gem? That is not a gem. Platypus. The pinger's going off. It's going off faster over here. Is it like... Oh, here. Oh, it's moving, which doesn't help. What is this? That's some kind of mask. I don't know if I've seen anything like that in any previous levels. Could that be a sticker on one of the balloons? Yes, okay. Right there. Let's see. Pine cone, lizard, and bone. That's not a pine cone, that's an acorn. Pine cone, lizard, and bone. That's another acorn. Pine cone? That's a pine cone. Oh, I also haven't found the second card yet. Should I go and grab the cursor that allows me to do that? That's gonna be this this watermelon one. So, as I search around, we'll see if it goes off for the last card. It's getting cold in here. I might want to put a sweater on. No bones down here in the deep background section. No, there wasn't much back there. Lizard and bone. That sounds like a recipe from like, alright, is that the bone? That is not the bone. It sounds like a recipe from the witches in Macbeth or something. To get my attention, probably just like tag me on Blue Sky or something. I'll probably see it. Usually, get notifications from that. Is it time to start using hints? This one actually went way faster than the last one did though, so I might be a little more patient on that. I am starting to like go over the same area of the map like 10 times though, so I think it's probably time to eastern area, see it from the sky. Alright, so I'm guessing that means on these two islands. And again, I went to that bone on the cloud, but that is apparently a different bone. Oh, there's a card. Alright, I'm gonna grab that, if you don't mind. It's titled, I Don't Know. I'm gonna ask Nats to write the rest of these cards. I'm not very good at this. Can't think of anything. Alright, that was Lance's, wasn't it? I guess that could be like Lance or Matt writing those things. Alright. It would blend into the clouds pretty well. It would camouflage the clouds pretty well. But I think I looked there already. On top of the clouds. Eastern half visible from the sky. Oh, here it is, I think. That's it, alright. And lastly, the lizard. We found a lizard yet. Top. Outside, okay. Probably these two islands. And it's just there. Oh, here we go. Alright, right in front of me. Not easily visible, but it was just there. Alright, next level. So, just stopping by to remind you that you can turn off cheat codes by typing meow in the main menu. That's all. Gotta go. And we got some action commands. So that's it for World 6. I am going to go AFK for like 15 seconds and put on a sweater because it is getting a little cold in here. Alright, here we are. So, we're done. We can move on to the... Wait, did I accidentally start the same level? You got the achievement for clicking all the video game consoles. I love gaming. Since Matt wanted this game to appeal to a broad demographic, he made me draw every single console. Each console is someone's favorite, even the Wii U. We had to put them all in there. Hey, the Wii U was great. It's a shame that a number of factors conspired to make it not really work. Yeah, as long as the effort is noticed, I don't mind. Back when the demo came out, I asked Koopa Matt how many individual like sound effects were in the game, but now I'm also just wondering how many individual graphical objects are in the game. I've got a lot of old consoles in my attic, maybe too many. A lot of people are collecting that sort of stuff now, so maybe it's a good time to sell. And I'm worried of becoming a hoarder. Matt is definitely the one who I would see being the... Oh. Okay. I guess I did find everything in that one. Matt is definitely the character in this game who I could see being a hoarder. So I have gone and found, I think, every single card and target in the previous levels, but the gems I have not been as militant about. Let me see. 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 worlds in this one. There's also hard mode. I don't know if I'm going to do hard mode on stream here, but easy is also a separate mode. Should I, like, open up just a level in easy mode and see what it's like? I'll probably at least look at hard mode at the end, but maybe we'll save that for later. Eagle Valley. Alright, so we got a western theme here. Let's see, this one... Okay, this is big. Usually the first levels in a world aren't, like, that complicated. We've got a lot of animals to find, so... You are one of them. Oh, right, I still have the card pinger on. Is it gonna be inside this TP or something? One of the TPs? It was going off pretty hard in this direction. Oh, here, behind that, yeah. Alright, we'll grab that. And also, let's go change my cursor back to the gem one. Speaking of gems. So we got a cat and some feathered headdress splooting. We've got 2 bears, a dog in a feathered headdress, which I think is you. A pack mule, which is you. An eagle, which is up there. Wow, alright. Making good time here. It helps that these targets are big. That's one of the bears. Second bear's over there. I don't know if I've ever gone through a level this fast before. You're the splooting one with the headdress. We'll take that currency. There is... Alright, so there's like a heron, which is probably going to be by water. There you go. There is a porcupine, which is... Alright, here you are. This level looks bigger, but all of the targets really are just easier to find than the other ones have been. A telescope, that's that giant root vegetable there. Snake. It also helps that, like, almost all of these guys have just been out in the open. And there haven't been, many, like, containers or other more sneaky ways of hiding things. The axe. Got a little snake plant outside. Axe, no, it's a double-sided axe, not that one. And the telescope. The telescope I feel like should also be pretty easy to find. I've barely even had to, like, zoom in here. That's the axe. And, telescope? Okay, so this one, there's a shiny over there. Telescope is so far the only one I've really had to think about. Another shiny over here. Bear trap. Is there an achievement for interacting with, like, those types of objects a certain number of times? I see there's a shiny underneath there. There's just a hexagon-shaped thing. Which, obviously, the bees are going to appreciate. More currency. Saw something in there. Where's the telescope? Is the telescope going to be on something? The telescope is going to be on something. Alright, so that was probably the easiest time in a level I've had. I'm going to stay here and look for some shinies, because I haven't even finished going over the level looking for those yet. Wow, that took about 3 minutes. Definitely makes up for the last 2. That's a ball, not a shiny, that's a ball. There's one on there. I haven't even looked inside all the TPs here. There could very well be gems just out in the open there that I haven't looked for yet. Or more containers, because I haven't really gone out of my way to look for containers, or tropical trees, or whatever that is. You guys had a little too much to drink. Here's a container. Thank you. Anything in there? No. Choppable trees. I haven't seen any choppable trees yet. What about in the grass? Oftentimes green ones will hide in the grass. Or in the tree leaves. Like this. Alright, final 3, so the pinger's gonna start going off. Alright, another one behind a leaf. Final 2. If I look for gems out by the middle, I don't think I've really looked for gems out by the middle. What is this totem pole? That's, got a lot going on there. I thought I saw a shiny, but I think it was just the rain. Going this way. Down. Don't know what direction I'm going for this one. Maybe I should turn the rain off, because it did, Oh, here. There we go. The sprinkles from the rain are, like, distracting me. Alright, one more shiny. And it's around here somewhere. Getting warmer. Is it pretending to be a vegetable? Okay, it's under the chicken. Alright, that's the last one. That one was pretty fast. Let's see. Are you some kind of horse collector? Natalie thought that for sure no one would ever click on that horse, but on every horse, but Lens told me that you did just that. I guess that's why I'm still the CEO. My game design intuition is top-notch. Keep telling yourself that, buddy. Alright, so I'm noticing at the end of every one of these levels we're getting banter related to, like, achievements or something. Squirrel Hater. Poltergeist, knock 100 paintings off walls. Haven't been quite as many... Oh, that's the retro game one. There haven't been quite as many of the paintings to knock down as there have been, like, animals to disturb. Oh, there have been quite a few. Highland Hunter, so that's World 6. Alright, there's a lot to be had there. I'll go and do the unlocks later. Alright. Let's do 7-2. Okay, so it's another spot the difference. There are 9 differences. This isn't the biggest one. Hopefully this won't take too long. Where do we start? Plants, fruit, pillows. Those look the same. Not hearing any music. There's probably going to be a radio or something. Cat with a feather. Loot. Cat with the feathers. You're all the same cats. There's a big skull missing there. That one doesn't count as treasure. These animals are the same. Is that treasure? That's treasure. Alright, that's treasure. Different animal. Treasure. Let's see. I haven't even zoomed out yet. Maybe I should take a high-level view of the map real fast. Different pig. Alright, found that one. The big jars I can't smash. I can just, like, dent them or crack them. Various cats around a fire. There's no cooking station there. Thank you. Everything there is the same, I think. That is a statue of a horse versus a real horse. No big protrusion there. This one's also going fairly fast. Got a 6 out of 9 targets already, which usually the spot the difference levels aren't quite that fast. Radio. Alright, that rock is fairly obvious. This is also going really fast. You. Turkey, chicken, horse, donkey thing. Donkey is doing the hee-haw, and a chicken. Shiny right under my cursor there. Thank you. There's a bed versus just a pillow, so there's just one more. Can we do this one even faster than the last level? That would be pretty neat. This side of the level I haven't really looked at yet. Let's look over here. Is there... in here, maybe? Alright. Got like 30 seconds if I want to beat my time on the last level. Thank you. Idols, cat with a spear. If I say it out loud, it does seem to help for whatever reason. I don't think I'm beating my time on the last level quite. Alright, nope, yes we are. Alright, there we go. That's the, we're gonna stay here. Missing wood idol there. So there's a card. I was just gonna ask about that. So, The cards aren't usually inside things, but that one was. That's a Tanuki. And is this the last gem? That's the last gem. Alright. Very nice. That one didn't take very long at all. I can see that you've been harassing a lot of birds. I'm alerted whenever you unlock a new battle, by the way. Haha, birds. Take that, birds. Indeed, that was my idea. Whenever you find a new way to beat up animals, know that it was almost certainly my contribution. That aside, back to the grind I go. Alright, so once again, the banter. So this is cats and cacti. I do like me some cacti. I've got one, that I've been putting outside now that the weather's been getting nice and warm, and it's starting to flower. Hopefully by maybe May or so, it'll be doing that. Alright, so that didn't accomplish anything. I'm looking for a large slime with a cactus on its head. Large, I think they were called sand slimes. Is it you? It's you. I think they were called sand slimes in EBF5. Let's see. So ostrich, that's another big one. That's one of the, I need 3 of you. All facing the same way. You're hiding your head. Nice try. It is so much easier when the targets are big. And that's the 3rd one. This cat has something going on there. I don't know what that is. But you might want to see a doctor. There's a card sticking out of a cactus there. That's an Anna fan art. Alright, so Anna the artist. There's the bald eagle. I think I already got the achievement for interacting with all the slimes that look like developers. Is that like a slime cat? Like, what is that? Like, not the slime cat like you sometimes see in, like, some of the slimes that have cat ears, but like an actual cat that is, like... Anyway, so that's some more, I don't know if that's fan art or concept art. I think those are fan art. They're concept art. I think they're, like, Matt doodling in his notebook or something. There's... I don't want to zoom in on that. There's another one there. That is one of the few, like, genuinely creepy things that I've seen in an Epic Battles fantasy game. But I need one that's wearing, like, a green hat. So I'm gonna have to at least zoom in on that one. Oh, there's cutaways inside these cacti. Alright. You don't have the face... Okay, so I don't have to look at, like, the teeth that cover your entire face. That's cool. It's a radio. There's a... I think that's a big... one of the classic slime cats. And I need a slime cat with a bandana and a feather. I think that's you? That's you. We're gonna stay here. There's some kind of, like, bone of a deceased megafauna. I don't know how big it is, though. Oh, wait, there's the horse with the arrow in it? I saw that one. I didn't realize that was a target. You are the slime with a bone on its head, and... There. Alright, so I got that one under 3. This world has definitely been going faster, but there are still 13 shinies, 12 shinies to find. So we're gonna stay here, and we're gonna look for shinies. There's one. That's just a little flower in there. I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of green, and it's gonna be hiding in a lot of these cacti vegetation. There's one. Smash you. Is that the last cutaway cactus? What about... Alright, I saw that one. Now I only need 8 more. What about under these guys? Slimes that hop do sometimes have things behind them. Little lizard. Can I make you move? No. There is a radio on the donkey. Alright, there's a shiny on that rock. This one certainly is living up to its name of cats and cacti. I smash that? I did not smash that. Any others that I didn't smash yet? Are these mobile? Those are mobile. But only that one. Alright, I don't know if I want to stay here looking for shinies, because that could take quite a while. The shinies are sort of less interesting to me than the other two types of things to search for, so I think I might call it here and move on to the next level. There's one. Alright, so we're gonna move on. And let's see. So there's a funny story there. You like cacti? I do like cacti. Oh, we're talking to Anna. Well, it's not so much that I like them, but I just kind of zoned out for a day and drew too many. I got too into it. It happens. There's no way the game needed that many cactus graphics, unless we dedicated a whole level to them. I'm glad that Matt let us improvise most of the game's content, though. Some managers would hate that. Alright. This one is the Rustworks, so this is going from the cactus field to the junkyard. Alright. This is a much smaller one. Alright, let's see how quickly we can get through here. You are not a target. Is there a screw that I have to look for? No. Banana? No. No, no drink gonna jump out of that one. Alright, that is a dead fish thing. Shinies, in here. No, nothing in there. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of objects popping out of pipes. There's a rusty saw. Is that one? That is one. There's also one with toilet paper on its head. A spring. I hope that makes a spring noise when I click on it. You. There's like a rocket. I think that's this. That is that. Nest. Bird nest. There's like a buffalo's. Alright, that's the, that slime. Toilet paper slime. There's like a buffalo or a cow, skull. There. And I just need 3 more. So there's a switch. The switch is probably going to be inside, right? Unless it isn't going to be. So I can click on those and make something happen. Alright, there's the switch. Alright, I just need 2 more. And can I do this in under 2 minutes? What about the spring? I really hope this makes a spring noise. Probably not gonna do it in under 2 minutes. Where's the saw? That's a saw, but it's not... This is the saw, okay. And lastly... Is the spring gonna be, like, inside one of these car motors? Alright, that's a card. Thank you. Sludge Slime is what they're named, apparently. Alright, that was just a mouse. What behind all this junk? That's shiny. That's a pearl. It's going off multiple times, which makes me think that it's gonna be like another one really close to it. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Can I make the monkey jump? Alright, this is bothering me. It's not in the car. It's getting faster around here. Is there like... in a pipe? No? That's an old Xbox. Oh, here. Alright. Very clever. So, I just need the spring, and I'm surprised the spring is taking that long. Unless it's, like, really small, because you don't really see a sense of scale here. And I need one more shiny. And that's it. You're not hidden behind those. That's a refrigerator noise. Dial-up noises. I forget if I checked in there yet. Oh, here's the last shiny. Alright, so now I just need the last, the spring. Where is the spring? Oh, here it is. Wow, right in front of me. Nice. So that's it for 7-4. I see you like the rain. It's quite relaxing. Make it stronger. Whoa, don't yell at me. But guess what? There's another cheat code you can use. Try thunder and lightning to summon a mighty thunderstorm. Not that everyone likes the sound of thunder, though. Alright, so... thunder and lightning. Cheat code activated. Very nice. We're gonna go and... oh, have I been playing on easy? Is that why? Did I forget to change it back? I was playing on easy. Wow. Okay. I thought I changed it back, but I guess I didn't. So that would explain... I guess I know what easy mode does now. I think hard mode involves, like, you have to, yeah, this is more like the list of quest targets that I'm used to. I think, hard mode involves, like, you have to find keys to locks and that kind of thing. I'm not sure if I really want to go through all the old levels, in normal mode again a second time, but, I'll definitely do at least this one. There's definitely more here, and the targets are definitely not as big. I need 3 bows and arrows, 3 lizards. Have I seen a lizard? I think that's one of them. There's another one. And is there anything inside? Stack of books. That's a mouse. What cats am I actually looking for? None of those guys. Yeah, this game tends to be like that. I don't know if you've seen the spot the difference levels where the screen splits in two and you have to see which is different between one side and the other. Those really make you go cross-eyes. Parsnips shaped like guys. Where am I gonna find those? Alright, that's one of the cats. That's a feather. Have I found all the interiors yet? Where's the bow and arrows? So there's some arrows up here. But I don't see a bow to go with them. There's more arrows over there. I can't move you. What about the peacock feather? That feels like an inside thing. Parsnip dudes feel like they'd be around the farm area. There's a bow. Need 2 more of those. Is that honeycomb? That's honeycomb. Meat. That looks like it's hanging from something. Maybe there? There. Alright. A half-eaten apple. There's a couple sections with food where I might find something like that. Not the parsnip dude. Now I'm getting hungry again. Oh, there's the apple. I need bunny. I think those are mushrooms. I need peacock feather and I need pizza. I saw a, hello. I saw, I think, a whole slice of pizza somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know if I clicked on it, and I also don't know if it was, like, the same shape of pizza. Peacock feather's probably hidden in the grass, right? Oh, there's Bunny in the cloud. Is that a peacock feather? It's the same color, but it's not... I don't know what that is. Wait. Oh, okay, that's mushrooms hidden behind that block in the potion shop. That makes sense. That's pizza. That's I think that's the pizza I saw, but it's facing a different direction. Maybe like by the farm? I just see regular root vegetables here. Oh, there's one. The second one just gonna be like lying in the sun or lying in the rain or something like that. What about the other two bow and arrows, though? Sometimes you find them leaning up against rocks, like around the periphery, the weapons. Oh, there's one. I just need 4 more. Oh, there's the last bow and arrow. Alright. I feel like I was looking there and I must have scanned over. Oh, here's the last, parsnip guy. Okay, so hiding behind the rock. Lastly, I just need the peacock feather and the pizza. And the pizza's probably gonna be around where characters are eating things. I haven't seen it yet. There's some watermelon. It could also be inside something, but I haven't seen too many things to open. Too many containers that I haven't already opened. Oh, there's the peacock feather on the lily pad, and now the pizza. Alright, where's that gonna be? Here? Is that it? That's the pizza. Alright, that's the level. So, I'm going to, exit level. I'm not gonna go through 7-2, 7-3, and 7-4. I got some more... Okay, so we're just gonna... Always sunny or praise the sun. This will give you sunny and sunset effects when you play a level. Meow. Yeah. So, what was it? Praise the sun? So let's see what praise the sun does. I'm gonna go into 7-5 and let's see. Alright, we got a I guess a buffalo and a hat. I guess that's what that is. There's a shiny right there. Let's see. Nuka-Cola. Another one of those springs that gave me far too much trouble. A Team Rocket thing. Some Tetramini and gold bars. Alright, this is a gold mine. I see what we're doing here. In this vault, gold bars. That one's fairly obvious. I can't knock these down. See if there's any card hidden behind them. Warning signs. Alright, thank you. That's not a card. Yeah, we're definitely not seeing as much stuff hidden behind mobile objects now as we were earlier. What is that? That's just like a log? I don't know what that is. What's that? Is that dynamite? Can I click on the dynamite? Can I make the dynamite explode? Is there an ignition somewhere that I can set off? Alright, there's the spring. Had an easier time finding that one this time. Alright, so that is one of the cannons that shoots a cat. Perfect. Let's see. Was there a sign with a swirly on it? That's one of the quest targets. A magnet. What are we doing here? It's a radish, or a beet perhaps. I think it's a radish. In the fossil. I can move that. Was this? That is one of them. Oh, there's the sign with the swirly on it. Right? There's also a box of nails. I have seen those lying around in other levels, but I don't think... Hello, card. I don't think the box of nails has been a target before. So that is... Lance. Was the hammer one of them? The hammer was not one of them. We've got some various other picks and carving tools. And Tetramini, which I still don't quite understand. There's radishes over here. Oh, there's the second card. That's Matt. Any vegetables that I need to find in there? No, none of those. I really need to go and eat at some point today. It is 3:41 in the afternoon, and I haven't done that yet today. None of the snakes. There aren't that many animals as targets in this one, just that one lizard. What's in there? That's another gold thing. Alright, so I gotta look inside, like... That's the Nuka-Cola. I've gotta look inside, like, storage units, or, like, safeguarded storage units for the gold bars, I think. What about in this treasure chest? No. I guess it's not impossible that the gold ingots could also be found inside, like, a processing object. Like a smelter or something like that. Oh, there's the Team Rocket. Alright, so now we need the Triforce, we need the nails. These are gonna be a little harder, I think. These are all small objects. The radish. Someone, I don't know, what happened to you? Did you fall off? Oh, look. Alright, that's a bomb. I did not know what that was, but I guess I found out. There's the magnet. Another shiny. Paper hat. I thought I saw that one shaking on its own, but maybe I didn't. Those don't explode, do they? Those are just like cannonballs. The non-explodey kinds. Oh, here's a detonation switch. Okay, did that blow up the that did not blow up the dynamite. Where did that blow up? I heard a boom. Did that blow up here? Well, whatever. So I'm gonna grab that one. I think that must have blown up here. I see the string is going that way. In that case, where does this one go? The string is going to, like, behind here. Where does it come out? Oh, there's the radish. Oh, here we go. Alright, that's gonna blow up on this side, and that's the little idle thing. Alright, so we're making progress. I B? B was not one of them. I still need the nails, the parsnip. Oh, there we go. That's parsnip guy. Just taking a nap. A Triforce, a lizard, 2 tools, an L block, and a gold bars. So not that much left. There's a lot of shinies left, but not that many targets left. It's a very round cat there taking a bath in that water barrel. Any other explosive? I think those were the only 2 pieces of dynamite that I saw. Alright, Triforce in there. I saw this shaking. The nails would probably be found around a construction area. I'll grab that. None of these tools are what I'm looking for. Oh, I can blow that one up? That's the L block. Alright. So there are still those types of conventional explosives. I saw this one shake. Alright, just a regular frog. Lizard's probably going to be on top of one of the rocks. That's, if I was a lizard, that's where I would definitely want to hang out. Oh, here's another explosive. Oh, that was the same one as earlier. Oh, there's someone's getting haunted. The ghost of someone who got a little too close to those explosives, perhaps. Thank you. No. Oh, here's the nails. Alright. These 2 tools look like they belong around the dig site. Is that one of them? No, that was a shiny. Any other tools around the dig site? That's one. Still no sign of the lizard. Oh, yep. There we are. Alright, never mind. Yeah, I never made like a tutorial video on using any of the DDD things. I've written documentation which is on GitHub, but that's about it. If you're looking for height map stuff, that should be found in like the export settings. Alright, I already clicked on that one too. That should be found in like the export settings. Here's a shiny. You can either export like an OBJ or a regular vertex buffer as height map, or you can just export an image. That's a shiny. Is that a Triforce in like a canister? I've seen a few of those in this game. I'm not entirely clear on what they're supposed to be. I forget what these are called. I've got like a gardening tool that looks like that, but I can't remember what it's called. Is it time to start using hints? It's been about 10 minutes. I think we'll, alright, lower half and out in the open. Okay, so that doesn't give away too much, but it's a start. I don't have to look in a container. I'm guessing that the gold is going to be found in a container. Lower half, out in the open. I think that's like one of those like putty scraper things, not a shovel. Are you wearing a dunce cap? That donkey is wearing a dunce cap. Alright, here we have a shiny. You're making a barbecue. Kebabs. More precisely. do like that the first two hints don't really give away too much. So I can use them and I'll still have to do a little bit of work to find them. It's only the last one, if I get really lost, I'll have to use. The lower half is probably down a little to the south of where I am now. The first gold thing was found in there, and the second one was found... Where was the second one found? I think the second one was found in a treasure chest? I'll have to keep that in mind when I look for the last one. Well, there's a shiny under there. Not a shovel or not a scraper tool, but it's a shiny. I've looked throughout this area. That's a different scraper tool. There's a pan for panning for gold, I suppose. Alright, I guess I'll use the last hint. The last one is... Wait, really? Oh no, I was looking at these other ones around it. I didn't actually look at that one. Nice. Alright, so this last one is on the right-hand side, and it's behind something that moves. Alright, I had a feeling that was going to be the case. What things are there that moves that I haven't looked at yet? Can I, like, use this crane? I can't move the crane. I moved a lot of the carts. Is that another crashed UFO? I've moved a lot of the carts, but I don't know if I've tried all of them yet. Is there like a cart that's behind a rock that I have to move? I swear I saw another shiny. On the right side. Oh, there we go. Alright, that's the last one. So, it is getting... I've been streaming for 2 hours. I'll go for another half hour or so. It is getting a little late, and I do want to eat something. I have to take a moment to give a huge shout out to all the fans who share their wonderful fan art. Find Matt's Cats is so much more fun with all these extra collectibles, and I love seeing them all. We're gonna update the game with even more fan art, even after it launches, right, Matt? Yeah? I don't see a reason not to. You hear that? We're gonna add even more collectible art later. Alright. So... Oh, I could have been more enthusiastic about that. I'm gonna go browse online some more. Maybe there's some drawings I missed. So that's... let's see. Anna's very enthusiastic about all this. Should I do... I'll try and finish World 7. I'm probably not gonna finish World 7. Alright, right off the bat, we're gonna take one of those. I'm probably not gonna finish World 7 in this video. I'll probably start off with, finishing that in the next one. A lot of things in the outhouses here. I'm just gonna go clicking on them all because I haven't checked the target list yet. Yeah, I'm trying not to do the spam clicking thing because apparently that's kind of cheat code to getting through the game faster. I want to actually find things. But early on, before I actually check what all the targets are, so there's like a dog. Couple dogs and berets. Thank you. There's a gem in the microwave. Broccoli. Rubber ducky. Alright, I'll take that. Should I look for the animals first, or are those going to be easier? There's a cat hanging off of something. Alright, so let's look for like a rock or a tower or something for a cat to be hanging off of. It's one of those large creeps. Anything in here? Under the door? That's no, not a target. Oh, one of those bent rockets I saw somewhere. Was it by the toilets? Where did I see a bent rocket? That was one of them. I think I might have seen another one already. Dog with the headband? That's the dog with the headband. There's two dogs with berets. You one of them, you're one of them. Dogs playing cards. The vibes of this game really are 10 out of 10. Maybe that was the rocket, the bent rocket that I saw. Not this, that's a whole rocket. The one that I circled earlier. What's that? I don't actually know what that was. There's a bone left out, so it was probably meat. Chessboard. Is that a curling iron? Scorpion? Alright, that's a scorpion. There's probably a shiny or two hidden in the grass here, right? I know there have been a couple up on top of the rocks, but this is where shinies usually like to hang out. Large cluster of beer bottles, not like those one or two over there. Shinies. Is the letter a target? The letter is a target. I need 3 letters in total. Can I blow up the dynamite? I can't blow up the dynamite. Why is there just a tent with explosives in it? There's a shiny. There's like popcorn chicken or something. Still looking for another dog and a beret. Nothing in there. There's a lot of tents here to investigate. Dog in a jester's hat. That one's different. There's an Among Us. That's one of the letters. Still got quite a few targets to go though. Haven't found most of them. Is that Catan? Settlers of Catan? That's not a letter, right? That's just a slip of paper. Oh, here's the cat hanging off of something. We'll take that. There's also a blackbird, which is probably perched on something. Whether that's by the top of the level or not. Is that a bomb or is that just a bag of garbage? I think that's a bag of garbage. Snake? Snake. Alright. I don't think that's a letter either. No. Is that a pearl? That's a pearl. You? Behind the luggage. I was trying to open the luggage, but moving it out of the way will also work. Oh, that's amazing. That's adorable. I love that. I've still got one... Oh no, I've got 2 bent rockets that I still have to find. Where is... The last dog has got to be... Either I've gone over it like 7 times and I haven't seen it already, or it's inside something. There's another tent or something that I haven't thought to open. Is this like the dairy station or something like that? What is this? Nothing in there. Here's another tent. Alright, so... no berets in sight. Oh, here's the rubber ducky. I'll take that. Have I been back here before? It doesn't look like I've been back here yet. That's a not dense rocket. Trash cans? No. Alright, that's the metal. The gold medal. Nothing behind there. There's 2 cards in here which I have yet to find still. I see it jumping. Alright, that's not important. This music is also reminding me of the battle with Godcat. There's a card. This music is also reminding me of the battle with Godcat music. Lance tried to build one of these in real life. These CG images look way cooler than the actual prototype. It also malfunctioned constantly. Alright, we've fought a bunch of those in various EBF games over the years. Have I checked in there? If I have, it was empty. Any other, like, bags or other containers that I can open? Is that the mallet? No, it's a different mallet. It's also not that mallet. I can't make the little tents go away. The canopy tents. There's also a basket of popcorn chicken. I feel like I would find that in this area. Also, are the collection of bottles, are those going to be like hidden in grass? Are those going to be trying to camouflage? So here we got individual bottles, but not the whole spread. Tacos. Why is... Alright, I'm not gonna click on the radio because I like this music. Why is the game, like, constantly making me hungry? I should eat before I stream this, but I never think to do that. Alright, that's the second card. That is a sludge slime. Is that what I was calling them earlier? I forget what I called them earlier. There's also, like, a tireless wheel that I might want to find, maybe in the junkyard section. The gear is not one in this level. That was in a couple previous ones. How hard can it be to hide, like, the bent rocket, though? Because that wasn't exactly small. I don't see the tireless wheel in this pile of junk over here. Or these spools of cable. Are you, like, selling garbage? What is going on here, actually? Oh, here's the hammer, the mallet. Is this? No, that's a different dog in a beret. These are not the same. Oh, here we are! Wow, right in the middle. How many times have I been over there? What about the popcorn chicken or the bird or the router? The modem's got to be inside somewhere. Probably here. Here. All right, there we go. There's also, I think that's a peach. Where, I see, YouTube is YouTube, stream okay? I see I just got a warning about that. Visibly, it looks okay. We're not getting any weird bitrate issues, but... So maybe that's okay. Final three shinies. I'm probably not going to go that much longer. Oh, is that the wheel? That's the wheel. Probably not going to, go that much longer anyway, because I really do need to eat. Alright, what is this? There's a pearl in there. I feel like there's got to be like one of the bent rockets on one of these tables here, but I'm not seeing one. I see the whole rocket, but not a bent one. Where else would they be? Out in the wasteland? And they're all oriented the same way too, so it's not like I have to look for one that's like rotated or flipped or anything. Alright, so YouTube, what actually is going on here? It doesn't look like it's... Alright, now it's gone back to normal. It doesn't look like it's, like it was buffering or getting choppy or anything like that. I don't know if it's just a momentary freeze of a couple of seconds and YouTube just panicked. Bent rocket. Alright, so there, I was just gonna say, I could probably camouflage in there pretty easily. Any other places where I could camouflage? Any other piles of junk? Back here. I still need the one more. Broken pipe. Oh, here we go, underneath there. So I need one more letter. Are the letters probably going to be inside? Oh. Can I move these spinny chairs? I can move the spinny chairs. I forgot about that. Are there any other chairs on wheels? Alright, there's the last gem. Any other chairs on wheels that I might want to push around? Broken iPad saw. And I still haven't found the beer bottles. I feel like they'll be like out in the back here somewhere, like they were trying to get rid of them. The garbage pile. But that had that hamster mouse thing in it. Is it time to start using hints? It's been 15 minutes. Alright, let's look for the last one of these. In the middle, inside a building. Alright, so... Oh, right there. I might have seen that one and just neglected to click on it. What about the popcorn chicken? In the middle, see it from the sky? Alright. Oh, right there. Alright. Again, how many times have I been over this area and I didn't see that? Let's see, I'm down to 5 hints, so I'll let that regenerate a bit and try and find the blackbird on my own. I'm still going to run with the assumption that it's probably going to be perched on top of something, because birds often are. Then again, it looks like it's got a shadow under it, so maybe it is on the ground. Could we be on the solar panels here? On any of the fence posts, really. There's a chicken up there. Boing. Can't push that out of the way. Eagles. Also the dog bones. Should I look in the tents for the dog bones? I haven't really been on the lookout for those. I feel like that's going to be kind of hard because they're probably going to be like the same size and shape as, just like rocks. Where might I find dog bones? Not stuffed under the pillow or anything. This is another one of those levels. I've still got 5 to go. Thought I was doing well, and then I realized that I was playing on the easy setting. And that regular mode has a lot more of these smaller targets, which are harder to see. I am definitely not seeing the blackbird, though. Alright, is it time to start using more hints? It's regenerating. Western direction, visible from the sky. Is this it? That is it. Alright, so half of it was... Only half of it was visible from the sky, but... This is also on the western side and visible outside. Yeah. That, doesn't really narrow it down much, unfortunately. Oh, here... Wow. Alright, I was looking for something smaller than that. I only have 2 more hints. Seem to be 3 more hints, but... What about the peach? The peach is gonna probably be around the food section. Oh, although this level doesn't have quite as much of a food section as the other ones did. Woof. Alright, here's dog bones. There's dog bones there. Is there like a line to get in? What is this? Very odd place for a campground in the middle of a junkyard. Dog bones? How many more places with dogs are there that I haven't looked yet? See a lot of these green apples, but no, like, pink peaches. What about in these covered greenhouses? Might there be something hiding in there? I haven't really looked at them yet, and I haven't found anything in the greenhouses on either side. Just tomatoes. Oh, there's the peach. Alright. Just like that. And lastly, I need one more dog bone. So... definitely starting to get a little tired, and I do want to wrap this up. So, eastern area. It's in something. Alright. Inside something on the eastern area. Is that only a container or a smashable pot, or can that also be, like, inside a tent? In a bag, hidden inside some pile of junk. Inside this traffic cone. I think the peach is just like a straight recolor of the apple. Oh no, maybe it isn't. It's got a leaf on the different, going in a different direction. Cats don't seem to object when I turn their computer screens off. Inside something. Not inside that, certainly. Oh, here we go. Wow. All right. I opened that ages ago. Didn't find it, but that's it. I think that's going to be it for this level, and I think I'm going to end this off here. Who made that level? Don't look at me. It was obviously Lance. What are we going to do with him? This isn't appropriate for all ages. Wait, what was wrong with that one? I didn't... Aside from the fact that there were a ton of toilets in it. I don't get it. It's just a super happy camp for dogs, right? We're going to get so many complaints about this not making my job. I don't get it. Do I want to know? Doggy boot camp? Is that like an innuendo for something? Anyway. So, 7-7 Judgment Day. I'm going to save that for next time. In the meantime, let us go and have a look through. I'm definitely filling this out. Achievements, can I grab rewards for any more of these? I don't think so. Alright, it looks like I've already grabbed all the achievement awards I can. And let's just go and, nope, not there. Waste all my money. So I've got 904 currency left, which is going to be good for, I think, 5 of these at 150 a pop. Oh, nope, 6 of them. Oh, there's, are there no more 150 value ones? Or I can grab some of the cheaper ones. I see I was scrolled all the way over. Alright, let's go and grab 3 of these cheaper value ones. I've kind of stopped, like, looking at what, the designs are. Alright, so these are the four developer cats. So, Matt, Natalie, Lance, and Anna. And I'm guessing this last one is going to be No Legs. Possibly, Xion, the composer, but... Oh, I got an achievement for that. That's neat. I'm not sure. I like some of the regular ones, though. If No Legs... I guess No Legs is kind of that one. I'll just go with that mascot for now. I don't know who the last one's going to be in that case. Just grab that. And I think I'm going to end this off here. So, next time, we're going to finish off World 7. And then we'll be off to World 8, and we'll see how far we get there. This will probably be next Monday. Probably about the same time. Maybe a little later. I should probably eat something before I do this. My voice is getting tired. What do we also say? So, if you want to see more of this, feel free to subscribe. I like to post Let's Plays of various games. I like to post videos on how to do things in Game Maker. you should all go check out Wizard X and the Lost Hat, which is a game that I like to work on when I'm not doing all this YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. Is there anything else? I feel like I'm missing something. Anyway, I will see you all later.